Here's what I'm going to be covering for you in this video. First, why I choose to batch my content and how batching might be the answer to your prayers. 2, all the tools that I use to make this batching process actually work. 3, all the different batching phases that I go through. And you're going to want to stay for number 4 because I'm also going to be showing you all the workflows and templates I use to do this, and these things are the only way this batching process happens. If this sounds exactly like something you've been looking for, hit that like button and let's get started. Real quick, if this is your first time here, hi, my name is Trina. I am a YouTube strategist and I have a master's degree in business, and this channel is all about helping you grow your business organically with online video. So if that sounds like your cup of tea and something you want to learn more about, make sure you hit that subscribe button right now. So the definition of batching, I found this one on Google and I loved it. It says, rather than rush to create new content the same day or during the week when you're already strapped for time, the art of batching involves writing everything in one sitting. So for a day, create all your social posts, blog content, video content, or visuals. The idea is to do a whole set of something at once. And the reason why this is so important is because it makes you more productive. You're going to get better results with what it is you're creating if you're staying in that zone of genius. Instead of doing video, then doing Instagram, then doing a blog post, you really want to stay in your zone of genius. Another reason why batching is great is because I can clear my schedule for what I need and get the kids out of the house. So for example, today I am batching all of my November content because I've scheduled to get the kids out of the house so I have a quiet home to batch all of these videos. Normally, I would have a kindergartner in here with me doing virtual learning. As you can see right there is her desk, and we reorganized some things here, so it's a bit of a mess, but I obviously can't be creating videos when she is Zooming with her teacher. So this has literally been the only reason I've been able to stay consistent with my content is batching. And the 4th reason why I love batching is because it helps me really plan out all my other content. If you know how I structure my content strategy, I use YouTube at the top of my content pyramid. This YouTube video will then be repurposed to Facebook, to Instagram, to LinkedIn, to Pinterest, to Instagram stories. But because I'm batching my YouTube content, I can now filter this throughout so many different platforms, show up on more platforms without doing more. I'm working smarter, not harder, because of this batching process. Okay, let's move into the tools because there are some tools that I use, and the great news is you can use all of these tools for free. So you don't have to pay for any of these. You can get started with the basics. So I'm gonna actually show you on my screen each and every one of these tools and how I use them. So I'm gonna dive more into these tools and show you more detailed workflows in the systems towards the end of this video. But this is what Asana is. It is a project management system. It's literally where I keep my entire life organized. The next thing is Google Drive. This is how I organize all of my content. I don't want it on my computer. It takes up a lot of space. So this is all the folders that I create for every single video inside of Google Drive to keep things organized when I am batching so much content in one day. And then I'm going to show you more about my Google Calendar, but this is literally what I live and breathe by. This is the only way I get something done is on my Google Calendar. Now let me break down the different phases that I batch. So the different batching phases that I go through. I go through a content research batching phase, a video scripting batching phase, a filming batching phase, what I'm doing right now, and then a editing batching phase. Let me dig into these a little bit deeper. When I'm batching my content research, I am planning about 3 to 4 videos so I can do an entire month at once. I'm doing this on a separate day. So today is October 28th and I did my research batching yesterday. I sat down, I researched all my videos. If you want to see how I research and plan my videos, make sure you watch this video right here. It was the one I posted last week where I go into how I plan and organize it, but I'm doing that all on one separate day. I'm blocking my calendar for about 2 to 3 hours of just researching the best video ideas and figuring out what that content is going to be. That second phase is then scripting, which I also did yesterday, but it was an additional 2 hours of scripting. So in the morning, I researched my video ideas, I determined my title and my thumbnails, and then in the afternoon, after lunch, I scripted all the videos that I wanted to film today. So I'm figuring out, what the call to action is going to be, what the content I'm going to share, what's my hook, so that when I sit down here today on Wednesday, when there are no children at home, thank you, I can film back to back to back videos. Doing a film batching day also helps because when you start filming, you get a little bit rusty, you're a little bit cold, and by the second and third video that you do, you're in your groove, you're feeling it, you know you're killing it, you're just excited, and you're able to knock these videos out better than saying doing one video a week, because it's just such a drag, honestly, to do hair and makeup, to set up the equipment that I have here, to make sure my camera's charged. So if I can do this, batch film 4 videos at once, it's off my plate. I don't need to do this to edit it. I don't need to do this to publish it, promote it. And so that's why filming is so important to batch as well, especially if you're a mom with children in your house. You could probably find just one day that month where you could maybe get a babysitter, or maybe your husband or your significant other could just put them in the basement for a couple hours so you could knock out those videos. I am working with a lot of schedules. I am working with kindergarten in session. And so the only way I'm able to do things is if they are on my calendar. So you can see right here, I already have these sections blocked for Nora's school, but since she doesn't have Zoom sessions on Wednesday, I'm able to keep these blocked and film for me. This is where, whether I have, a dentist appointment, or my husband is going to need to be out of the house, or my mom can't babysit, this is linked to any scheduling system that I have. Clients cannot schedule calls with me. Strategy sessions cannot schedule calls with me when I have certain times blocked, and that is the only way I'm able to stay consistent with filming. If I put it on the calendar, so let's say the next time I need to record is Wednesday, November 25th, although this is right before Thanksgiving, I probably won't even be in the office, but I would just come in here at 8 a.m., film YouTube videos, and I would block it for the entire day, because even if I'm not filming the whole day, I'm pretty much wiped at the end of this. So I'm gonna go ahead and block the entire day for me, and nothing can be scheduled that day. My assistant knows nothing can be scheduled that day. My husband can't come in here and schedule anything that day. I can't schedule anything that day because it is blocked. This is critical to staying with a schedule. Some pointers for having a good batch filming days for me are making sure I'm blocked in the morning. So I have a window right here, and by the afternoon, the sun comes into this window and blasts this office. I'm working on getting curtains for them, but that really hinders my ability to create content with consistent lighting. So I have to, one, make sure I can film on my videos in the morning. The second thing I do is I grab a couple shirts. So I'm not constantly changing my hair and makeup, I'm just changing shirts, and I only need 4 if I'm doing 4 videos. So I will grab them out of my closet and have them here in my office so I can go bang, bang, bang through each one and just change my shirt. The next thing I do is I set up all of my equipment. So let me take you on a tour here and show you what my setup is. I'm currently at the simplest setup that I've ever done yet. So you can see that this is where I sit. This is my desk chair. And if we turn around, you'll see my ring light is pointed directly at me. My computer is right there where I have my script. We've got a brand new ad today, so I'm very excited to show you this. We now have a rug. You can see this office has like a tile floor, so the audio has not been that great recently since we moved in here because I've had to throw blankets down, but now we have a rug. And then the only other piece of light that I have is this softbox light. You notice it's very tall and pointed down onto my head. I have the overhead light off because that gives more of a yellow weird lighting, so I just have all these white light bulb lights to give me the best lighting as possible, and I have stuff down on the floor to give me the best audio possible. Then once I'm ready to sit down here and record, I will literally turn on my Amazon Music. I will turn on a playlist. This morning, honestly, we listened to Justin Bieber's latest album so that I could just dance it out, get some energy, get excited, and be ready to show up here on video. Now, when I am filming these videos, I'm thinking about you that's watching this. I'm thinking about how can I speak to you like we would be sitting at a coffee shop. I've had a hard time connecting through the camera, but I've been really getting in my head recently to think about you on the other end. Where are your pain points? What are you struggling with? How can we make that connection? So I've been thinking about, oh, if I'm talking to my friends about YouTube in a coffee shop, I am trying to make sure I'm delivering and showing up the same way I would for them. So if you're having a hard time like turning that camera on and feeling comfortable talking to it, that's what I would think about. Think about when you could go to a coffee shop and how you would talk about your topic with your friends. And while I'm currently not editing my own videos, thank you, Annabelle, I do have clients that I still edit. And so I will edit their videos on a specific day. So for me, it's usually usually Wednesday afternoons is when I batch edit any type of video content that I need to edit. This also helps because when you're editing, you're also getting into that zone. You're remembering those shortcuts, those keyboard shortcuts. You're remembering what transitions you're using. Your videos tend to look more cohesive and branded throughout when you do it all together because you're doing it back to back to back. And again, you're saving time when you get into that zone and you batch editing together as well. Now it's on to talking about the templates and the workflows that I use that literally make batching magic. Let's go over to the computer and I can walk you through all these templates so you can actually see them and what they look like. So the first tool I want to show you is Asana, this project management tool. And again, the reason why I'm able to batch is because I have all my tasks organized here. So you can see this is the calendar breakdown of all the tasks that I have for all the projects that I'm working on, even client projects, because I'm a mom of a 5-year-old doing virtual kindergarten. I have students in my VIP group coaching program, and I also run a YouTube production agency where we plan all of our clients' YouTube content. We edit their videos, upload them, do their YouTube channel for them. So there's a lot going on. And for me to be able to find time to batch, I need to make sure everything is set in my calendar here in Asana. So while this lets me see exactly what I need to show up every single day to do, you can see right here, I have film videos, and then I have an edit after this. I know I'm going to be wiped, so editing will allow me to just like do something that doesn't take a lot of brain power since we have her templates already done. From here, the next template that I create is here in my YouTube board. So this is how I batch my YouTube content and I keep it organized. Again, I will link to that video, but I have a template of every single thing, pretty much my workflow for creating a YouTube video. You can see I have different subsections as well. So this would be a batch session for me, going for 4 videos and getting this piece of those videos done. So SEO research, creating a new Google Drive folder to hold all of this video content in, decide on what my call to action is going to be, the title, the thumbnail text, and writing the script. So that's one section of my batching, and this is in a template for every single video that I create. This is why Asana is hands down the best thing ever that I've gotten my hands on. Next is Google Drive, and this is how we organize all the files and all the videos that we have for our YouTube content. One thing that you need to understand is video takes up a lot of space. And if you don't have an external hard drive, you're going to take up a lot of space on your computer very fast. So we save all of our files in all of our stuff in Google Drive so that I can have access to it and anybody on my team can have access to it as well, because we all work remotely. We're all across the country. And so the way we break this up is we have the final video goes here. This is the final YouTube video, the final Facebook video, the final Instagram video, and the Instagram stories. Then you'll see graphics listed here. This would be our thumbnail. This would be our IGTV cover photo. Those would be the graphics that we would keep. We also keep the newsletter that we send out promoting this video right in here. This is where all the raw files go. So I'm gonna upload all of these files into this folder so that my editor has access to start editing it. Now we have started doing final video and social videos as one. So social videos we did use as like the teaser clips on Instagram stories, but now we just put all final videos in here. And then we have this transcripts folder, which we get from rev.com. I'll also link to rev.com below. It will do all the transcribing of your video for you, and it costs $1.25 per minute. So I do this on every single video to have closed caption on my videos. And then if we go back to Asana, this is my content calendar that I love, and it just does everything for me. So if we go into my content calendar, this is another reason why I can batch everything, because I know when I batch where everything's going, we get the most out of this video as possible. This YouTube video becomes an Instagram story, becomes an Instagram TV, becomes a carousel post on Instagram, a Facebook post, Pinterest pins. We literally chop this up and use it as many places as possible. And this is how I keep it organized. You will see this is the YouTube video. This is a LinkedIn post. This is an Instagram story. So if we unclick these, you can see the colors because these are already done. So if you go in here, we have that tagged right here. This is an Instagram TV post. You can see all the Instagram posts that we have had scheduled. You can see right here, this purple is our Instagram carousel. So we have an IG post carousel, all color coordinated, all tying back to the YouTube video of the week. You can see these are our LinkedIn posts. These are our IG story templates, and you can easily see color coded how you're getting content out on more platforms when you batch. batch, and you start with batching your video content. Now, the way I am able to streamline editing is I have a lot of templates that I use over and over again for my videos. So you will see I have created different subscribe button animations. So if we click on this is a template that I can use over and over again for my videos. We also have like buttons. We also have title screens that we use over and over again. So creating these templates for editing literally makes editing half as hard. All right, here's the deal. If you're planning to get serious with your YouTube content and growing your YouTube channel, you have got to make sure your channel is set up for success. I've created a 15-page YouTube roadmap that will show you everything that you need to do on the back end of YouTube and the branding end of YouTube to make sure that you're doing everything you can to make your channel successful. It has step-by-step tutorials and video walkthroughs as well to help you do that. Click the link on your screen right now to get that roadmap now. And once you get that roadmap, make sure you watch the video on your screen right now. I talked about it a little bit earlier, but this video will show you exactly how I plan and organize my content so that you can then have a very good batch day. Click that video and I'll see you over there.